Hey YouTube, Kieran_Mod56 here, and welcome to episode slash segment number 4, I believe, of Perfecting the X-Sabers. Sorry I didn't have one last week, I was way too busy. So yeah, here's episode 4, or segment number 4. So in this segment I will be talking about one of the many supports for X-Sabers that just came out in Absolute Power Force, Double X-Saber Garsom. Now I'll just give you guys a quick read of its effect. If you guys can see that. Let's do that instead. Right, okay. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the grave by a card effect, add 1 X-Saber from your deck to your hand. It gains 200 attack for each face-up X-Saber you control. So basically, when you normal summon him, he starts off with as a 1600 attack monster. So it's pretty good, I guess. A bit low for level 4, but you know, his effect really backs it up. So, the many ways that you could get his effect to work would be through Saber Slash. Basically, Saber Slash is like destroy X amount of face-up cards, as many X-Sabers that you have. So if you have like 3 X-Sabers on the field, you have to destroy exactly 3 face-up cards on the field. So yeah. And since you could target your own cards too, you could get Garsom into the grave and then bring in any X-Saber that you have in your deck for the most part. And the other way being Torrential Tribute. This is probably a better option, I think, because you know it gets rid of everything. So, like, unless you're the one who has like a whole field of monsters, then it's kind of a disadvantage to you. But if it's for the sake of screwing up an opponent's play, then, you know, do what you gotta do. Okay, and Garsom's effect is pretty awesome because it opens up so many possibilities for plays. You could, like, get any of these X-Sabers. Well, these are the X-Sabers I have in my deck. But, you know, you could get Emer's Blade, you know, any of the other X-Sabers like Galahad, Anu Piranha, and yeah, alright. And then yeah, I said Emer's Blade already, so yeah. You probably won't want to get Ryura because, you know, you're probably just going to want to use 1-for-1 with it. Let's see. Arabellum you probably won't get because you'll probably use Rescue Cat, and yeah, you'd probably just want to get these two. And you might only want to get Full Troll only if you have 2 or more face-up X-Sabers on the field, but chances are if you used either of these you probably won't have 2 or more face-ups, so that would mean that your choices would pretty much be limited to just these 2 for the most part. Preferably Guard Strike, because chances are if your field gets wiped out completely, you're probably going to have 2 or more X-Sabers in your grave, which means Guard Strike is a free summon if you control no monsters, which you probably won't be, since Torrential wipes out every monster and Saber Slash wipes out the majority of monsters, depending on how many X-Sabers you control at the time of activation. So yeah. So overall, Garsom, people overlook Garsom a lot because of its low attack for level 4. Some people just don't realize like its effect. It's like pretty awesome. And like the maximum attack it could possibly have, I think, is 2400 because it gains 200 for each one, and you add on 1000 because there's only 5 monster spaces on the field, so 5 times 2, or 500 times 2 is 1000. So yeah. So maximum attack is 24, which is not that bad for level 4. So yeah. Whoa, just dropped some stuff. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, yeah, so that's pretty much it for this episode. Sorry I didn't really have much to talk about. Couldn't really think of much since, yeah, I've just been really busy, so I just decided to, you know, make this little filler episode, kinda. So hopefully this didn't bore you guys, but, yeah, gave you some pretty good, input, I suppose. So, yeah, just a little recap on what was discussed this episode. Basically, you know, Garsom, summon, comes out as a 1600 attack monster. When it's destroyed by a card effect, you can bring any X-Saber from your deck, and the preferable cards that you want to bring from your deck to your hand would be either Guard Strike or Full Helm Knight. Full Helm Knight because it can negate an attack, and Guard Strike because it's probably going to be a free summon once you use your field clearing cards like Torrential or Saber Slash. And yeah, I might not have one next week. I'm not sure, but the next time I make an updated video for my X-Saber deck will be after I get my Absolute Power Force Special Edition box, which should come sometime early April, I think, because it comes out the end of March. So yeah, early April is probably going to be when it's going to happen. And yeah, I suppose that is it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 4, segment number 4, Perfecting the X-Sabers. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and that's all for now. Rate 5 stars, please. Thanks. And yeah, later YouTube. Peace. Kyrie Mod 6 out. Later.